Hello everybody and welcome back to Dwarfcraft! Hooray! Today is going to be a building episode. A building episode specifically dealing with these guys, cows. Because I collected up a ton of them and I was using them to get leather and everything was great for a while, but then I decided to fill this in with stone, and things weren't great anymore. In fact, things became very, very difficult for a little while. Because I had to fill in where I had made their pen. It was always going to be a temporary pen. It was never going to be a long-term thing. But I actually have made some plans for what will be their long-term penning solution. And I wrote them down in a book so that I wouldn't forget. And this book is called On Cows. Thoughts on Cows, a treatise on ranching and pen construction in the most dwarfly manner. Basically, I mean, you can feel free to pause on these to read through them. But basically, the idea is that those designs that I made for the farms, though they work really well, they're rather efficient, they're not very dwarfy. I don't really, like, they're not, well, yeah, they're not dwarfy. They're more, whatever isn't dwarfy, utilitarian, industrial in a way. But I do know what does look dwarfy. Long, tall corridors, which suit embellishment and construction. And the ranch will be a long, tall corridor with an arched roof. Now, a dwarfy arch. Or possibly a barrel or Gothic arch. I don't think a Gothic arch, but more of a dwarf arch. And as you can read, there's going to be galleries, there's going to be half pillars, there's going to be actual pillars, there's going to be all sorts of cool stuff. And I'm going to have separate sections. Reading and holding areas, grassy, crumbled, a little dark, maybe a little dank, but with an access to an outside view. I'm thinking have it over here, if you can see my cursor. Have a window over there. Or maybe big fires, something, I don't know. But the processing area would be more sterile. Silver and white and tin, light blue maybe, gold and purple accents, and that sort of thing. Quarried stone would work great. But, regardless of that, that gives a good outline, but it doesn't give me where precisely I am going to be building it. Now, this is a hole. And this hole is right here, which means that if I use that as a corner, I should be okay with not running into, whoops, sorry about that, not running into my farms, which would be a good thing. Also, okay, yeah, things are kind of filling up, aren't they? Because I don't know why this keeps on getting backlogged and kind of stuck. I really don't. It's very annoying, though. I mean, part of it's just because of that, but it's also just they keep turning off for some reason, and I don't know why. And it means that I need to go in here and manually empty it out every so often, and it's just bothersome, you know? It also means that those, instead of being constant working, which is kind of what they're set up for, end up having bursts of activity, which isn't what they're set up for. And I don't like it. And I don't like that this doesn't increase with furnacing experience. Only with mob experience, which is really annoying. In any case, yeah, if I use that as the corner of my block area, then I shouldn't have too many issues with it. Put the slime away. I've got bows. See, I like these because they have the... like, I can melt them down individually. I'm going to make another chest for bows. No, not there. I was pushing shift! I knew I shouldn't have done that. I'll be right back. Okay, that's better. Yeah. Wait, no. You go there, and you go up there, and you can go in here for now, along with you. Okay. I don't think I lost anything, which is good. I'm going to put my on-cows away in my little bookshelf. I'm definitely going to need a library eventually, but not this day. Instead... wang. Aha! Smack. Aha! Wham. Smack you down. And this should bypass the armor, so it should still only take, yep, 2 hits. Nice. Okay. In any case, yeah, this as a corner should be perfectly fine. As long as we're moving over to this direction. If we moved over to that direction, that could run into that area. And so... hi. I need to put some Bane of Undead on this guy. So what we will do... gentle touch... I think this is the dig bolt, correct? Nope, that's land plane. Gentle touch, land plane. I guess I don't have a dig bolt, do I? I have big bolt and backfill. Yeah, I don't have dig bolt. Huh. I guess this will work okay. The question here, though... I want this to be wider, though. So... it's going to be relatively wide and relatively deep. Well, let's figure out how far we can go here. Fantastic. This is why I don't like it when it gets backlogged. This happens. I need to figure out the same sort of thing with this, only over there. There we go. Do your thing. So, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in. Okay, so as long as I am one behind this guy, further towards, then it should be fine. This is, like, at the wall. Okay. I can work with that. Let's start here. Oh, I have land plane on. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, we'll start with this. This is getting decently long. Good, good. And I'm going to leave a couple of... Oh, hello. Okay, okay. Now you guys can't get in. And I'm going to leave a couple of blocks between these. So, something like that. Should be good. Okay. Ah! Ah! Ha! You cannot defeat me that easily. And my armor's barely damaged. Mwahaha. Okay. So I've got this. This actually is probably a pretty good place for the center of it. So I'm happy there. Yeah, have that as the center, have it be probably about 9 wide at the most. That'll leave it properly long. And then the pens on the sides can be between 9 and whatever. And that should work out alright. We'll continue to build this chunk of stone out, I think, as we do. And that'll be fun as well. We'll have a use for the our stone production again. Whap. Haha. Okay. So, I am going to do... I think I might do a bit of a time-lapse? Yeah, I think a time-lapse would be fun. Of me doing this. Probably about 2 or 3 times speed. So I'll see you when that's done. Well, it occurs to me, after looking at this video, that 14 minutes, although it's not actually 14 minutes, more like I don't know, what's a third of 14 minutes, is maybe a little bit of a long time for me to just have, you know, background noises. So, I'm going to jabber a little bit after the fact. This is... the darn mobs just kept on showing up and filling up my inventory with things. And, I mean, I probably could have fixed things and done things a little bit better. But geez, just, I maybe need to look into, like, backpacks and different larger size things. Or I could have, of course, just had the, workbench right there where I was working. That probably would have worked as well. But yeah, this is going to be my next big project, and I am quite looking forward to it. I think this is going to look really cool. I think it's going to be a lot more in line with what I'm comfortable doing building, and I think it's going to end up being really, really finished, you know? And I'm very happy about that. I think it's going to, in a way, be the core design-wise of what I want to end up having. A little bit odd that it is a cow pen that's going to start with that, but like I said, that was kind of when I realized that the farm design that I had wasn't going to cut it, and started thinking about what makes something dwarfy. And this is something that might help you as well if you're trying to do something dwarfy. Ironically enough, and I think that I might have written this down as well, but ironically enough, to make something look properly dwarf-like, at least according to the current interpretation of what dwarf architecture looks like, you need to make it tall. A little bit strange, considering that dwarves are short, but that's part of the thing, is that you want something tall, you want something long. At least for the corridors and the tunnels. Anything that's like a large room, that can be a bit more cubic or square in shape and size. But basically, you want big, open spaces. Underground, of course. You can't have big open spaces above ground and have it look dwarfy. But part of the reason that you want it tall is because you want a lot of verticality with dwarven architecture. You want a lot of things, columns, going up and down, or otherwise... Oh yeah, I had to interrupt myself and start emptying some of that stuff out a little bit, because it was just... I really need to finish connecting those all together. But yeah, dwarven architecture, you want the verticality in it. You want columns, you want arches, generally, at the top. It shares a lot with Gothic architecture, but where Gothic architecture would have windows and light, dwarf architecture generally will have solid walls. One of the other things that I'm going to be working on is figuring out maybe some paneling designs. This is where the chisel mod is going to be very nice, because it'll let me use connected textures to create wall panels where otherwise I wouldn't be able to have them. And like I said, I mean, this is going to look quite nice, I think, when it's all finished. Oh no, this is going to be a full 7 minutes, isn't it? Whew. You know, I might as well do a little bit of a chat talk. How are you guys all doing? I know I don't get very many views, but I've been getting a couple of views. Go ahead and talk in the comments about anything you want to talk about. It doesn't have to be about the video or whatever. I'd kind of like to build a bit of a community. I'm considering turning on monetization for my videos. I figure I've got enough of them by now that it might be worth it. And I have a feeling that YouTube's recommended viewing algorithm actually, I feel like it prioritizes videos that are monetized. Simply because, I mean, YouTube wants you to watch videos with ads because then they get money. And so I think that might be a good way of me growing my channel without me having to do too much extra stuff. Also, what would you guys think to an opening? I'm actually designing a bit of a video opening here. I have it somewhat worked out. Just need to work on the sound effects. That's the word. Just need to work on the sound effects a bit. And yeah, this I was like, oh, should I use coal? But I want to make blocks out of coal. And then I remembered that I have an infinite supply of coal. But yeah, just need to work on the sound effects, and then I'll have an opening that I can figure out and possibly slap on the fronts of these videos. But what do you guys think? Would you enjoy watching an opening? It's not a long one. It would be like 5 seconds at most. Not one of those 20-minute opening sequences that half the YouTubers out there seem to have. Wow. It's actually really tough to talk for 14 minutes straight. This is also a very long time lapse. I do apologize. I should see about getting a bit of sound, maybe some of the Kevin MacLeod stuff. I looked at what I already have, but I don't have anything that's long enough or probably suitable for this sort of thing. But yeah, I'm hoping to make a lot of use of bronze stuff and steel and iron. Well, maybe not steel, but iron. I might make the columns inside similar to the columns outside. Try tying everything together that way. I'm not entirely sure, though. I suppose I could, yeah, I might chisel. I might do that. I think that outside I do have a decent scheme, design schema. And so, I mean, I might as well just kind of continue that inwards and tie everything together properly. I need to find some use for the coal and stuff, though. I'm thinking, because I actually have I have a plan in place for something in the industrial district. And I'm just thinking about it, and I'm thinking about the usages of it. I think maybe, yeah, I'm going to be getting beef from this, aren't I? If I end up automating this, I'm going to be getting beef as well as leather, which I need to really work on my storage setup as well. Maybe make a room or an area full of storage silos. Could be a good idea. Yeah, that could be a very, very cool other build aspect as well in my industrial area. Jeez. Only 9 minutes through this. That is a rather ridiculous length of time for a time lapse. I apologize once again for the sheer length of it, and for me just kind of gabbling on. I don't know. I mean, people like these and other things sometimes, don't they? Not too much time left. But yeah, so what do you guys think? And also, look forward to Minecraft, the Minecraft episode a day in May that will be coming up. I probably ought to start building up my videos for that, because it'd be kind of awkward if I didn't have them and wasn't able to get a Minecraft video a day there. Which means a lot of them are probably going to be based on finishing this thing up, doing a couple of other things. So, the dogs are barking because someone is home. Again, sorry about that. Sorry. Huh. You know, I have a whole new appreciation for the guys that do podcasts, because talking consistently through one of these things is really, really difficult. Well, I'll talk about what I'm doing then. As you can see, I'm... Again, yeah, the mobs, just filling up my inventory with, like, 1-2 items. Hate it. But, as you can see, I am trying to save all of the stuff that I can, like the ores and things. I try to silk touch them, because I don't particularly need the crystals right now, right? Because I have the magical crops for those, like the peridot and the blue topaz and all that sort of stuff. But the thing is, yeah, and this is where I finally got to the bottom. Same with the coal. Like, I have infinite coal, right? But I do not have infinite coal ore. Which there is a distinction, and I actually like using things like the ores for accents and certain small decorations at times. It's actually something on my vanilla even, because charcoal is an alternative fuel to coal. I use charcoal because it's infinitely renewable instead of using coal. And so all of my coal I silk touch, and so I have chests and chests and chests of coal ore, which, yeah, I was 1 stack away from being able to just compress all 9 of those down. Kind of annoying. But yeah, I have chests and chests and chests of coal ore, which, yeah, that stupid blue slime. That guy combined with the zombies behind me. But I find coal ore to be nicer to trade with, because you can kind of get away with giving someone less of it due to the chance that they could get more out of it if they used fortune on it. People will trade for a chance, a significant amount of money, or not money, but resources and stuff. Even if they wouldn't trade that necessarily for the resources themselves. It's kind of an interesting psychological thing, you know? And this is the last row. Get some torches down there so we don't get it completely filled up with mobs. That spider attacked me, but I don't care. I don't care. I got my beef nuggets. I'm good. And bing! Single stack. Lots of stuff. I decided to make this new little chest just kind of a tools chest. Oh, right, I need to put the rest of those bows in. In any case, this is about the end of the bit here. I just do a little bit of cleaning up. Like I said, I ran out of well, I've kind of run out of stone, so I can't do use here like I wanted to. But that's not something that'll be too hard to fix. So,
little
this,
chimerite pocket,
as you can tell, is what I have created.
Some blue topaz and stuff.
This will be the
I'm not so worried about the ores like iron and stuff, because those metal ores, I do get the ore
kind of
from the magical crop. I don't just get the crystal form of it.
I don't know if I'm going to have multiple levels.
Yeah, that's some sort of a special Dwarfcraft skeleton. I have no idea what kind it is, though. It's like, it looked like it was like draining water or something off of itself.
It was weird. Down at the bottom there, and that could be cool.
But yeah, this is the end of the time lapse.
I think that might be it for today.
I'll see you when the video starts up again, I guess.
Have a nice
I don't
day.
do many time lapses.